Hey folks, it's Tom, your Frugal Prepper. I am getting some stuff organized down here in the basement. I have been putting the jars away all day long. Well, that don't work, but back in there I have my jar storage under the steps. I've been cleaning that up, pressure canners, and jars of food. Going through those, getting them organized. I got 2 bad jars I gotta take upstairs and wash out that went bad, but other than that, everything has stayed good. Now, I'm primarily carnivore, but my family is not, so I will occasionally have some green beans. I will occasionally have some little mini Chinese corn. It's low carb. And I'll occasionally have some tomato-based stuff, but it's real occasional. And but the rest of the stuff my family likes to eat, like I can eat those eggs, I'll have those chopped onions, but the rest of this pancake mix and biscuit mixes and stuff is all my family. I can occasionally have some eggplant. It's low carb, some tomato back there, different stuff. Other food here, I went through it and organized it today too, and I'm still trying to go through and get rid of the carbohydrate laden stuff that nobody eats, but like my son likes this mac and cheese. This is low carbohydrate chili, but it is full of all kinds of bad stuff. I think I gotta look at the ingredients on that, but I have some luncheon meats and chicken broth, corned beef. This is actually really low carbohydrate, 1 grain of carbs, so that's good. Chicken breast, stuff like that. Pork and beans, nobody eats those. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I have a low carb Worthman's chili. I have some pasta sauce up here, but I don't really eat that too often. I have some Armor bites, some Vienna sausage stuff. I have all my spices here, extra spices. So yeah, I just kind of try to get this organized. I got my file, I got everything cleaned off of the floor, and I was empty, but I have different drawers. Like this is my dish stuff, my canning stuff, my seeds. So I just been doing this really slow today, working a little here and there, just to kind of, because I lose my balance still, and so I have to be really slow. Like if I don't stop and look where I'm going to be standing, so if I just stop and I have to turn very slowly. If I turn my head first and then turn, I get all confused and I start to fall over. If I walk backwards, I start to fall over. If I close my eyes, I start to fall over. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm not as lightheaded as I was, but I do get lightheaded just walking around too. But that's what I'm working on. I went through the reloading supplies and organized this. I have a bunch of brass down here, a bunch of more brass, ballistol, and lizard bedding for my tumbler, shotgun wads, other stuff. I have my cases, so my reloaded primers, powders, just different stuff. So I got that all organized and gone through. I've organized my ammo over there. My ammo storage is organized. Getting everything in order. I moved my toolbox down from up here because I couldn't see in it. So I put this little table down here and put the toolbox down there. But just doing what I can do as I do it. But right now, I'm getting ready to use this hammer to extract a bullet. And those of you who know what this is, great. But I've had quite a few questions actually. That's like, hey, what is that hammer? So I thought I'd show you what the hammer is. This is a bullet extractor hammer, and you use it as a way to extract bullets. There's other types of bullet extractors that just pull the bullet out on the press. They're expensive. This is a relatively cheap way to extract a bullet. I got all these bullets. These I got at a garage sale from someone who had died, and I reloaded these, and this bag was full at one time. I've just extracted them nice and slowly, and then I'm reusing the bullets because these are 38 specials, but they are loaded really hot like a 357 Magnum. So I don't like having a bullet that's loaded really hot that somebody might chamber in a 38 special one day and blow themselves up. So I'm pulling the bullets. I'm reusing the primed cases just to do standard pressure 38 loads, and then I can use these bullets for reloading some 357 Magnums or whatever I want to use them for. But I'm just pulling these out. So let me set you up on the tripod and I'll show you how this works. Alright, so what we have is the hammer. Normally when I store this, I just put these other little pieces in here. These are pieces for different size bullets, but this is the one I always end up using, and it's set up. But I'll just put that on the end like that, and those pieces can't fall out. And then when I use it, I dump those pieces out, and then you take this right here and you put your bullet in like that, and you tighten this down on it, and you gotta get it good and tight so the bullet doesn't fly out, and then you just hammer. Well, let me show you what it looks like. And so now we have the casing with the primer that we can use to reload, and take that out and shoot it. Put that in there, and then we have our bullet and powder. And this is some kind of a disc powder. I don't know what kind it is, so I'm not going to reuse the powder, but I'm going to keep the powder because I can use that to fertilize some plants. But that's just the hollow point, jacketed hollow point bullet. We'll put that over there, and we can reuse those to make some defensive loads or whatever. So I don't normally carry something I reload, but here lately I haven't found any jacketed hollow point good, defensive rounds in 357 Magnum. So I have been carrying some I reloaded. I carry 5 that are Remingtons in the gun when I carry that gun, and then I carry some reloads that are reloads that I reloaded. So but yeah, so I like to just save the bullets and reuse the cases. Here's most of these are nickel plated, but some of them are brass, and that brass still fires fine. And there's the case. There's that. You just go through them all. This bag used to be pretty much full. I've kind of tore that many of them out. So there. Some of them will come out easier than others. Some of them are crimped a little tighter. But that's how you go through and clean them out. And you get your bullets. You can use those to reload. You get your cases and reuse those. And I think I paid them like $10 for this whole Ziploc bag full, so it's a good deal. But I got this many years ago, and so they're just reloaded really hot. But that's what I'm doing. That's how this thing works. So before you crimp them, you'll notice I just put those 38s in there in the video and tap a little bit, because when they're not crimped, that bullets slide forward, so you can just move the bullet out a little bit, and then you can re-crimp it, reseat it back to the right length if you crimp them too short. Alright folks, I have to say thank you to a subscriber from New York who sent me an ambidextrous safety. I'm not going to say his name because I haven't checked with them to make sure that's okay or whatever, but thank you very much. I did just install it on my AR9. I did do a recording of installing it, but I thought, YouTube might think that's a gun modification or something, and they might disallow that. So I'm not gonna put that video up, but I did get the ambidextrous safety on, so I have a safety now. This is loaded too. Let me unload it. But yeah, and you know, I got a good safety, and I got the small one over here and the big one's over here, so that works really well. I did also change out I had that mag pull handle, and I put one of these little clip-in handles that clip in instead of bolting up here. I like that a little better. But yeah, she works good. All right, I'm really happy. So thank you very much. That's awesome. Now I got my ambidextrous safety, and this is a nicer one than the ones the guy sells at the gun show, because they'll only put the little short safety on the other side, on the left side, so you still have trouble hitting those. Well, this one allows you to put the short part on either side, so I put it where I can hit it with my left thumb. So works good. I'm real happy. All right. Thank you very much. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. It's Tom, your Frugal Prepper.